everyone. Today we are going to learn how to make a Pong game. So what actually is a Pong game? Let me demonstrate to you. So this is a Pong game. I can control my this side keyboard with WS and that side with an up down keyboard, and I just have to keep the ball up there, and this is there, and the ball will sprung increase its speed after some time as the game progresses and no one loses a point. The speed of the ball will increase. So as you can see, the speed of the ball is increasing again and again, and if this player misses it, the other player gets 1 point incremented in his value. And as you can see, the speed is low in the beginning and it increases continuously. So this game is developed in Python. So let me show you the source code. So this is the source code for this game, and it is available on codeskulptor. It's an online compiler which has built-in library for games such as this one. You just have to use it, compile it here, and it will run on this browser itself using JavaScript. So this is the source code, and I'm going to explain you the source code and will provide you the link of the source code in my description of the video. So here it is. So basically the first thing is the simple GUI. This is used to import the graphical layout. This is for simple GUI. This thing is for simple GUI, and this is for random. We need random functions. As you can see, the ball is generated every time randomly. Like I click it here and the ball position is random. So I need to use random functions to get my ball. So this is importing the libraries which will be needed. Then basically I'm defining some global variables. These are the global variables. Basically this is the width and height of the frame. The width and height is, this is the width 600 and the height is 400. Then the ball radius, the pad width and half pad width. Basically the ball radius, this radius. Then the pad height, this is the pad. These are the pads, 1 pad and 2 pad. This is the pad height I have given. And half pad width, I've just defined 2 other variables which will be needed for our coding purposes. So let's begin with our coding. So basically this one, the first one, the paddle point 0 is the initial point 1 for paddle 1. So this is a paddle 1. This thing is a paddle 1. This one is a paddle 1 which I'm moving with W and S key. This is a paddle 1. And this one, up and down arrow key, is a paddle 2. This one, red one, is the paddle 2. So I have defined 2 coordinates for paddle 1 and paddle 2. Initial points for paddle 1 and paddle 2. So as you can see, this thing is sprung at the initial position and this thing is sprung at the initial position. Basically this is a line with just a thickness of some centimeters. Its initial point is this, and this is the width length of the height. So initial point is this and initial point is this, 0, 2 and 2, basically pad 1 is 2, pad height. So let's move forward. So I've just defined the velocity of the paddle is 0 initially. As you can see, I run my game, the paddles are at rest, so their initial velocity is 0. They don't need to move. But as I press W and S key on the left hand side, the paddle left moves with some speed left side. So that's why we have declared the paddle velocity for the 2 paddles. This is for the score. As you can see, the score on this thing 0 and 1. This is for the score. And then increment 1.1. So how my velocity of the ball will increment. How my ball, after some certain amount of play, as I'm playing this game, the ball has some initial velocity, but it's increasing continuously with a constant factor of 1.1. So as the game will progress, the ball velocity will increase and the ball will speed up. This is done because a game we need to have a conclusion, we need to have a result, and without that the game is just useless and nobody will win. So that's why, as you can see, the velocity of the ball keeps on increasing and increasing with a constant factor of 1, and by this, if just one thing and someone will lose the game. So as this speed of the paddle, this is the speed of the paddle is how fast my paddle is moving up and down. How fast my paddle will be moving up and down is moving with a constant speed of 3. The paddle speed is fixed with a constant movement of 3, how fast it is moving. So now we have defined the variables, the declaration part and the scoring. Let's just come to the coding now, more coding.